You white belts know what I'm talking about. It's Khabib time.
Oh my god.
Versus Conor McGregor, the notorious one.
Yeah.
I am amped.
Are you amped?
I didn't know they'd get it done this quickly. So I'm not very surprised that it's going to happen. But the fact that they announced it at that press conference, that's pretty exciting, you know?
Yeah.
And it is pretty quick, right? Like, you're talking, what, 3 months? I don't know my math here.
So
but
I'm excited that it's coming quick, but you always get that feeling like, is this too quick? Like, are we going to get enough of a build-up? But honestly, like, if I sit back, we're going to get enough of a build-up because it's Conor, Khabib.
Yes.
2-3 press
Do we
conferences.
need a build-up?
Yeah, I'm ready for the fight. We've been ready for the fight.
Yes.
Since it feels like since I was a baby. So let's.
Conor, putting in perspective, I think Conor won the belt, the champ belt, the the lightweight belt, back in like 2016. So we haven't seen this guy in an MMA octagon in far too long. When this is his bread and butter.
This is what he apparently does for a living.
Right? Because he doesn't box, although he made a lot of money boxing. But this is kind of it. So, how excited are you here?
Well, okay, I'm very excited for the fight.
Yes.
I'm also very concerned for the fight.
Okay.
People that know me know one thing about me, alright?
They should know it. You don't need to tell them.
Well, if you know me, you know. I'm a Conor McGregor fan, okay?
Yes,
and
they do know that.
Yeah, I think in terms of like just ability.
Dick rider, some say.
Okay, let's call it that then. So, when I see a challenge like a Khabib Nurmagomedov, I say to myself, is this the one that maybe is, I don't want to say too much, but is this a bad matchup for my boy? Because all it takes is one pounding at the hands of Khabib to really shatter that mystique, I think, a little bit.
Yep.
And Khabib has the potential to put that type of beating on Conor McGregor. And that's
Let's
a
not
real
forget what
concern.
Chad Mendes did to Conor at 145. He laid him down and he put a scar in there that's going to be there lifelong. So when you see Khabib mauling somebody, then you get a little bit worried.
I'm a little nervous.
The guy wrestles with bears.
That's my boy. I want him to be okay.
So you're going with Khabib?
I'm going to go with Conor because I ride with Conor, okay? I'm just nervous for my man Conor because I know what Khabib is capable of doing.
Yes.
That said, how are you feeling about this?
I actually, you know what? Like, when Khabib came to the UFC, there was high expectations. He was undefeated. And then he was really mauling so many people and winning 30-27 fights. And he never showed any chink in his armor. But there was this one guy named Raging Al Iaquinta, that just fought him. And when I saw that fight, I kind of questioned where Khabib was at. I really questioned, can he do anything if he doesn't take his opponent down? He looked a little amateur standing up. And if we know anything about Conor, he's far from amateur standing up.
Yeah.
And one thing that's good about Conor as well is his distance and his control in that cage, in that octagon. So I think stylistically it's an excellent fight. I think a lot of people would assume that Khabib would win that fight, and in fact, Khabib is the favorite in that fight, which is surprising too because of how many fans Conor McGregor has that you thought it would have shifted the betting line,
that way,
but it didn't because people see that potential in Khabib and he wants to beat up Dana White's son. But I kind of am siding with Conor here, and I'm thinking that, listen, a well-trained Conor can stuff that takedown, or if not, he'll get back up eventually, and he'll put those hands on Khabib.
I like what you're saying. I mean, in Connor's, maybe not defense, whatever. In that Eddie Alvarez fight, everyone thought it was going to be the same thing. They thought Eddie would basically just get a hold of Conor, grind him out the way he did to Anthony Pettis, and just dominate Conor in that way. Eddie couldn't even land a takedown on Conor.
Not even close. He couldn't even get a leg.
He couldn't even really do it. Yeah, I think back to the Chad Mendes fight. Conor was fighting so sloppy in that fight because he wanted to just kill. So he was really overcommitting on his punches and kicks. Yeah. And I think that's why he left himself open to the takedown. Right. A Conor that's managing the range like you talked about perhaps doesn't get taken down as easily. Yep. And I think that's where the intrigue really, it's going to be a...
Listen, that card, top to bottom, I only know 2 fights on the card, but the other one is Nate Diaz, my boy from 209, versus Dustin Poirier. Yeah. That's another gem of a fight, too. So regardless, that build-up's going to be exciting.
May or may not show up, but if he shows up, that's another, super fight.
We don't need to talk too much more about this because we're going to have at least 5 or 6 more videos on this. So ride with us, white belts, and subscribe below. Oos. Nardwar.